What's going on, guys? Danny here from Metal Couch, bringing you part two of the Metallica box set reviews. Today we're talking about Ride the Lightning, this album here. One of my personal favorite metal albums of all time. Uh, you know, I've always spoken highly about this album, and again, like what I said with Kill 'Em All, when they were announcing these box sets, I had to be like, there has to be some way I could get my hands on this. And man, okay, so not even gonna gush over this album anymore. Let's get right to it. The remaster. So I have two different verdicts for this remaster. I have a verdict for the CD version or the digital version, whichever one that you are able to get your hands on. And then there's the vinyl. So the CD version, again, like with Kill 'Em All, they made it louder. With Kill 'Em All, I had mentioned that they had taken away some of the reverb noise that you hear and some of the main riffs and drumming and things like that. Kind of that openness. Ride the Lightning never really had that. It was always a very tight, very enclosed sound. And that works to the advantage in the remastering process because they didn't eliminate really anything, they just made it louder. Which, take that as you will. I mean, a lot of people seem to think that, the loudness is bad. Personally, I couldn't really care as long as it doesn't sound distorted, which it doesn't. It's not a Death Magnetic situation with this remaster. Um, Ride the Lightning is just an awesome album, and it's always been kind of a loud album to begin with, so I'm surprised that they would jack up the volume on that to such a degree. As for the vinyl master, that's a different story. The CD and digital has that loudness. The vinyl does not. It's really weird. Looking into the credits of the sheet inside the vinyl, um, the masters were done by two separate groups. There was one for the CD and digital, and then there was one for the vinyl. The vinyl has more of a, the word I'm looking for is a kind of a brighter tone to it. It's really pleasant sounding. Also, I found in some places like it just, and this is going to sound completely stereotypical for people who listen to vinyl, but I think it sounds way better than the CD or digital versions. This remaster done on vinyl is fucking fantastic, which makes me want to go out and get the Kill 'Em All vinyl just to be like, hey, what's the difference here? Did they keep the reverb in? Uh, Again, the quality of the remaster on vinyl is top notch. CD digital, it's loud. If you hate the loudness war, you're probably going to hate that remaster. But you're not here necessarily for this remaster. You're here for all the bonus content that comes in it. That includes I think the physical box set has like 4 vinyl records, 6 CDs, a DVD, photos, posters, a patch, I think. There are live shows. The same amount of live shows as the Kill 'Em All box set, except the huge difference is the audio quality on all the Ride the Lightning shows is far superior to the Kill 'Em All stuff. The Kill 'Em All stuff, these are bootlegs that could have been damaged over the years, and deterioration that may have set in. Ride the Lightning to me seems like it was more preserved, probably because at this point Metallica was already super huge in the metal scene. I mean, they kind of already were with the release of Kill 'Em All, but they were even bigger when Ride the Lightning came out. And when people were making bootlegs and live shows, they're probably like, I need to hold on to this forever, and I need to make sure that nothing ever happens to it. And man, the preservation and the restoration on this is top notch. Some of the other things that you will find are actual demos instead of rough mixes from Kill 'Em All. We have real demos here, including a boombox demo of Ride the Lightning, which sounds like absolute garbage. And it's just funny to listen to because, hey, it's a demo of it's the song Ride the Lightning performed by Metallica in a garage somewhere through a boombox. Why not? It's stuff like that. That's the reason why I was stoked for these box sets, because of things like that. You also get the Creeping Death picture disc, which is a nice addition to have. You have Am I Evil and Blitzkrieg on there, Am I Evil being an awesome, awesome cover done by them. You also have a few live renditions of that, like the Am I Evil live rendition from the Kabuki Theater live show that's included in this box set is top-notch, amazing, great work on that one. As for the demos, I really, really appreciate the fact that the demos were put into this box set. Demos are something that when I look for special editions of albums, that's like the number one thing. If you put demos in a special edition, I'm probably going to buy it. And rightfully so. Here we are talking about Ride the Lightning's demos. To hear different things the early versions of Call of Cthulhu on demos are really great. Like, to hear the differences in drums that Lars had towards the end of that song is kind of cool. Like, just to hear what they changed from the beginning to the final product, and how in some places it's like, why didn't you do that for the final recording? Or, I understand why you took that out for the final recording. That kind of stuff is always super cool to me, and to have it here in this, well, for me it's digital, not physical, to have those is a special treat, and I really, really enjoyed every aspect of this particular album. The only thing that the Digital Deluxe does not have is that there was a DVD included, which has interviews with Lars, talking about, Metallica stuff, I guess. I really don't know what's on that disc. It'll probably show up on a tube site somewhere where you can watch it in the future, probably. I don't know. Real highlights for me from this deluxe edition are the Castle Donington show. The version of Fade to Black in that Castle Donington show is top notch. Really, really awesome show for that. And also, again, the demos. And the remaster quality, I mean, again, if you hate the Loudness War, you're probably going to hate these remasters. But I do recommend at least listening to the vinyl. Like, maybe you got a friend who purchased the 2015 remaster on vinyl and is like, hey, come here and listen to this. Let me know what you think if you ever have the opportunity to do that. Because personally, this vinyl master is way better than the CD or digital one that you could probably pick up. As for the value of the set, much like Kill 'Em All, this Digital Deluxe box set was $100 for me to buy and download for 4 live shows and the remastered album, all the demos, and when all was said and done, even though I didn't get the DVD stuff, this is still an amazing value if you're a huge fan of Metallica. I love Ride the Lightning. It's my favorite Metallica album. I could not resist picking this album up. And I look forward to seeing what they have to do for Master of Puppets and maybe And Justice for All. Even though I really don't like And Justice for All too much, I will still look and see what they have to offer with that album and be like, probably pick it up. Knowing me, I will probably pick it up if they have the same quality of special features as they did with these 2 box sets with Master of Puppets and And Justice for All. I'm totally there. So these box sets are top notch. I can't wait to see what they have in the future. Definitely recommend picking any of these up if you have the cash. If not, and you just want to buy the remasters, if you have a record player, as far as I can tell, without listening to Kill 'Em All on vinyl, pick up the records. You won't regret it. The remasters on vinyl are fan-fucking-tastic. So, that's it. Metallica box sets. Hope to see more. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Danny here from Metal Couch, signing out.